Hello friends, my name is Paul Coleman, the Executive Director of ADF International. On behalf of our whole organisation, I just wanted to say a huge thank you for giving us this Free Speech Award this evening, recognising in particular our work against the EU's Digital Services Act, or DSA, in the past year. So let me just take 30 seconds to explain why we consider the DSA to be such a threat to freedom of speech in the EU and even around the world. This long and complicated piece of legislation essentially creates a censorship regime for the digital public square. It refers to unlawful content over 100 times in the Act, but at no point does it define what unlawful content is. Instead, it simply says that unlawful content is anything that the EU says is unlawful or any other EU member state at any point now or in the future. And this essentially creates a lowest common denominator for censorship. What is considered censorship by a vague piece of legislation, newly and rushed legislation in one country, could then censor the entire EU bloc and potentially beyond. Tech companies, if they do not censor speech, could be fined up to 6% of their global revenue, so billions of euros in fines. But if they censor too much speech, then there is no penalty for that. And so these companies are massively incentivized to censor. And the DSA also builds out what is essentially a censorship industrial complex across the European Union and beyond. And as it does so, we will see in the future freedom of speech online in the digital public square get more and more squeezed, both from the state and from these private tech companies. So that is why we have been raising the alarm bells on the Digital Services Act. We're so grateful for all of our allies in Czechia who are raising the alarm on this issue. And we look forward to continued partnership together to defend freedom of speech across Europe and around the world. Thank you.